to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings. Successful Tradings.
Hello, welcome to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings.
Hello and welcome to this daily market recap for October the 14th, 2020. The day was marked by a lot of banks earnings. You are looking at one of them. They went straightforward, well, not straightforward, they traded as they used to. And then while Wednesday turned into very, very wild, with the stock doing something that it has never done in a full year, or even higher. I don't know. Without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. All right. Okay, well, I'm turning this way because the second monitor is that way. So what can we tell you about this daily market recap for Wednesday, October the 14th, 2020? Well, yeah, we gave against the trade that we're looking at on Bank of America, the 23 puts in the pre-market. If you missed out, you could have gotten this. So if you were not with us, find a way to hit the subscribe button, because you can get, then you will be in a position to get a notification every morning. We do a pre-market show from 8:40 to Eastern, that is, to 9:20, like we did this morning. And then during that pre-market every day, you can find yourself getting into free trades such as this one that's worked admirably. So if you would have gotten entry here for this gangster trade, if you don't know what a gangster trade, maybe that's an opportunity for you to consider subscribing to our trade alerts. We will teach you. We specialize in teaching you on here. So that's a couple of reasons. One, to join our YouTube, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Second, to become a subscriber. So our subscriber on here, they got this. What time was it? The time here, it's Pacific time zone, right? I'm in Southern California. 5 a.m. You already knew what you were to trade. Isn't this fantastic? You know what to trade even before the markets open. Wow. So yeah. So a sweep trade here gave an entry for the 23.5 puts. Let's say how long it took actually to make money of this. So the low here was 5 cents on this first candle. So with a bid of 10 cents, you would have gotten in easily. I'm really hoping. I'm gonna be asking some people if, let's say, they missed the entry onto this. And then let's say this was 9. Yeah. So this is 9:30 Eastern. And then at 10:15 Eastern, it went as high as 19 cents. So let's say, if you were, let's say, 5 cents to 19 cents, that's 14 cents, about close to 300%. So a couple of 100%, between 100 and 300% gain in just a matter of 45 minutes, folks. Not bad for a strategy, yeah? So, hey, but let's say you did not get this one. Let's say you didn't get this one, and let's say you have been a subscriber, you decided to be a subscriber for us. What we're going to show you next is just, so I need actually to brace myself, because I feel, not that I'm pinching myself, I traded it, but it was just, so this is the daily chart of BIDU. Yes, it was a wild Wednesday, and for BIDU, it was even wilder, because the rest of the markets was selling off, folks. The other Chinese stock were all selling off. Yeah, JD, Baba, they were all selling off. Those are pretty much the three that I trade. BIDU is like an outlier in that fridge. But it happens to be, can we say it? Yes, it happened to be one of our alerts this week, believe it or not. Yep. And my friend, this is what happened. It didn't gap up. Like, oh, wasn't a surprise. We saw this happening live. So, $11 move on a $128 stock to start the day. So when was the last time BIDU had an $11 move? This is here. We went as far back. Well, $11 move in this direction per se, because BIDU has gone the opposite direction, gapping up and then selling off. BIDU specializes in that. Here in May of 2020, BIDU went from 117 a high of 120 before retreating all the way to 109. But today was really bullish on the other in this direction. Last time we came close to that was January 2nd, 2020. So he has taken BIDU. Can we measure this? Yeah, we can. Let's measure how many days we have in here. A whooping 198 days or 286 days. In trading days is 198 to post a gain of $10. That's how bad it has been, pretty much. So we were surprised, let's be honest about it. This consolidation on here that has been going on for quite a while. So my friend, even if let's say you were with us but you didn't trade it for whatever reason, I mean, that's okay, because now BIDU is presenting a unique opportunity here to get involved. Again, why? Because we have been drawing these boxes. By now, I should have a PhD in drawing breakout boxes. If you were with us in pre-market this morning, that was the theme of the day, right? So huge breakout here on BIDU. Now above 136. This is not the all-time high, my friend. No, by no means a stretch of imagination. Let's go to the weekly chart. BIDU is an all-timer. Yeah, if BIDU decides to run, it's another thing, because BIDU actually 130 something, it's not even half of the all-time high here on BIDU, which occurred on May the 14, 2018. Yes, so wild stuff. So anybody guess what BIDU is going to do over the next 2 days and then next week? I am definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, the Fibonacci retracement here level. Where do we stand as of now? So 78.6%. But that's just to go to 146, folks. the high here in early January of 2020. So will it has been to this level before. Surprisingly, July 6th. High of 135.44. Today we did a high of 138.98. Then we retreated to close at 136.07 or thereabout. In after hours we are gapping down. So my friend, this is weekly. So based on this, what does the quant analysis tell us? Take puts for next week. Are you comfortable with that? So let's look at the performance of this trade, because it was just tremendous. How tremendous, you ask? How about okay, while I bring up the file, I leave it to you to guess. So first, our strike for this week was the 133 calls. How do we know that? Yeah, I could show that to you. Well, that's what we decided on here, and our traders use that. So today we were trading both the 135. Can we show the 135 right there? Yeah, I'm trying to bring the screen on here. So let me hurry and do that. Daily market recap for October the 14th is telling us that BIDU's, okay, so this is it. So BIDU 135 calls. Could I bring all of them? What time was it here? So I'm going to show several of them if they decide to come up. All right, here exhibit number 1. This is what started. This was the first chart. Sorry about that. It took so much time. This is the first one that we shared with our traders. And so the one that I have saved, I'm just going to put them next to each other. So you still have time to get involved here at $1.06. Yeah. And then the second one. Okay. What time was this? This was 10:56. Yeah, the name of the file, I'm trying to save them by name, to give us a little bit of a story, right? A little bit of the timeline. So this is almost 7, that's 7 Pacific, that's 10 Eastern, and here we are looking at 10:56. So between this and this, how much time has passed by? An hour thereabout, from $1 to $3.50. When options are moving, this is how fast you can you make money. And was it the high? I'm not sure that this is the high of the day. I think this went even higher. Let me bring, for that, let's just go bring the option chart of it live. I don't think I've saved that. I will need to grab a copy of that. Let's go to inside of the option, inside of the Power E Trade on here, and let's take a look at This is the first one, the bank that we're looking at. So BIDU. So this is how easily it is to, so I'm on the put side. Let me go to the call side. So I just have to click onto the 135, right? Oh yeah, and then I'm going to show you the 133, how high it went, because that was the strike that we recommended to traders. When did we recommend that? On Saturday. We know ahead here at Successful Trading what, yeah, a high of 434.25 thereabout. Basically, folks, this wants a 10 bagger. The 135 calls, you could have traded a 10 bagger virtual. Yeah, a 10 bagger is 900% on or above. Yes, it doesn't have to go to a full 1000% to consider a 10 bagger. Definition. And you can find, I take the opportunity here to invite you to catch a full article on the description of the anatomy of a 10 bagger on our blog at successfultrading.com. So this is how it went. So for the 133, let me bring in a screen capture of can we do that? Yeah, I think we can do that. It's okay to do that. Okay, let's bring it here to just show the people what's, it's okay, don't mind. Okay, BIDU October 16, 133 call, 3,038% at the time that the screen capture was made. Oh yeah, that was 8:54 a.m. Pacific. That's 11:54. So just, yeah, before noon. 30 baggers overnight on BIDU 133 call. And not that they were worth $33. No, my friend, this is a 30 bagger on at the time, and at the time it cost $5.55 on bid. So the low was 51 cents. So you would have to earn 51 cents, yeah, into 500. No, 55 cents into 55 cents into, or times 30, yeah. I'm tired. Into $1,500. Yeah. That's one that's been $51 into $1,500. And then let's show you, then maybe let's show you the move overall, the replay of the move overall here using maybe the 50. Let's move this way here. We're going to use the 15 minutes candle, and then we are going to say replay this for us. I mean, this is it, straightforward, right? Okay, so each candle is going to represent 15 minutes. They're going to starting here because you can see that this is the last candle on the 13th. And we are going to start on the 14th. And all I have to do now, control the speed. So we get an update every 2 seconds. So, ready? Let's go. Okay, so from the open, this is 15 minutes. So meaning how many dollars? $3 in the first 15 minutes. And then just higher highs above VWAP. And it just kept going. And this is something that the stock hasn't done for the longest of time. Now you can ask me what's the catalyst for this. To be frank with you, I do not know. I didn't research it. I just traded it. It was a busy day today. So yeah, it's a side reaction here. But during this time, I guarantee you most of the stock were going down. The market was going down. And then toward the end, I'm going to show you a comparison with, let's say, one of the other leading stock from China, Baba. Though I heard that one, they had some bad news, and it even drifting lower after hours. So this is how transpires. So we are almost done on here. But yep, this is it. That's 15 minutes. So how does it look like on the 5 minutes? If we would like to do that, so 5 minutes chart. And let's go here very quickly, but we're going to make it to go super fast on the 5 minutes. We're going to ask for an update every minute. Okay, let me close this. Let's do replay. Let's go start here. Fantastic. Now I want an update. Nope, I want an update every half second. Ready? Go. Okay, so the first 5 minutes, the first 10 minutes, we are above VWAP and 129. I will need to go look at what the pre-market was telling us in terms of volume, because trust me, this thing did not wait around. It literally just, and look at this. So actually the chart looked prettier maybe on the 5 minutes one. And then toward the end of the day, I mean by 1 Eastern pretty much it has reached its peak. But this though, my goodness, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy, the first 20 candles are just a thing of beauty. And then, yeah, this is the time that it took for to make money. So by 11 Eastern, 137.80, it went to 138.67. Yeah, by 11 Eastern, you already got the bulk of your money overall. So not bad at all. In comparison, let's return back to the 15 minutes. In comparison, look how it's finishing. I mean, from 138 to 136 close on the. In comparison, this is what Baba did. Why I'm using Baba? Not that they're not in the same industry, but not at all. But this is what Baba did today, folks. Baba actually was bearish the entire way. Yeah, just posting lower lows, coming to retest the EMAs, posting a new low, retest the EMA. Oh man, we have seen this pattern before. Haven't we seen this pattern? This is another pattern that the algos, they do love, right? So they come pretty much here. They're trapping the bears here because we are lower. We're trading below outside of the lower Bollinger Band, and then go back, retest, and here they even go, because here you can change your trade to say, oh, you are bullish. All of a sudden you're bullish because you're above both EMAs. The yellow line is the EMA 8, the green line is the EMA, the exponential moving average 20, and the orange line is the VWAP. So here you could set up a trade to go long on calls. Come back, post a new low. So after you have seen this, my friend, one time, hopefully the second time you are not falling for this, yeah, because you shouldn't have. And actually, throughout this, all of this time, I wasn't watching my position. Yes, we had position on here. We were trading the 297.5 puts along with, if we had a strangle, let's call it, because we carried that position overnight from yesterday, remember? So I was not even in front of my screen, because here actually it's saying that the 297, they popped up above $2 and something. So eventually, when I came back in front of the screen, I was looking at this, and so here at the end of the day, they close at what was the closing price on there? Can we check that? Let's go check it here inside of Power E-Trade, and we will close with that. We did not intend to have this video for this long. So Baba, the 297.5 puts, that is, and it's slumping a little bit further. The reason for this, they're saying that for whatever reason, Ant Financial, the IPO is some news related to the IPO. I don't know, man. So the 297.5, let's look at the chart. This is, yeah, that's a click of a button and you can see the chart. So this is what I'm talking about. Oops. You see this here? Sorry. This spike here. I don't know if it's true. 291, man. What time was this? 11:45 Pacific, 2:15, no, 2:15, 11:15 Pacific. So what does it look like on the chart? Which one is this? This is it. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my goodness. Here we go. 11:15 Pacific, 2:50. Okay, Telex, can you go and properly do side by side? Okay, so on the left hand side, let's do this properly, Telex. At least that's one thing we can do. We may not know how to draw here successful tradings, but we know how to do side by side. So on the left hand side, we're watching a chart of the option, the 295 puts expiring October 16, meaning in 2 days. And then on the right hand side, you have a chart of the stock. So here, this candle on here, they're all 15 minutes. We know that 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Here we are looking at, can we see that properly? Yes, the timestamp is at the bottom. If you do oblige, 14:15, that's 2:15 Eastern. And then here it's 11:15. So when the stock plunge, when Baba stock plunge on this 15-minute candle at a low of 303, yeah, the option spike all the way to $2.91. Now, notice this. This is, I want to stress something on here. I'm making a point. The stock closed lower than this low here, yet the price of the option didn't go at that high. And my friend, is not even close, right? The low here was 303.25, and here this is 301. So over $2 difference. We are lower, yet we have a full dollar difference on the option. Figure why? Time and implied volatility, meaning that at the time, most likely the so-called news came at this time on here, the implied volatility was jacked up. Trust me, BABA, you can make money on option on BABA. I've done this, where actually you may have, let's say, calls, the stock is going down, but because the implied volatility is spiking up, you're making money. So this is a case for that on here. So this is an opportunity for teaching. I'm actually glad that if you were able to stick toward the end of this daily market recap, because this is an opportunity here to teach how option works. So here's an option that's worth a full dollar. That's $100 more than its value at the close. The difference is about 2 hours, but it's more than 2 hours and $2. So here we have a lower price 2 hours later, and we are the price of the option is not as high as 2 hours later. So time factoring in there, but definitely I can tell you, I wasn't in front of the screen, but I can tell you that if we plot the implied volatility on here, this is a big spike on there. But this is a classic shape that this algo they love to do. Post a low, go retest the moving average, post a lower low. So I'm so glad that I wasn't in there watching every single minute of this. So hopefully you get something out of this daily market recap for October the 14th, 2020. We wish you a good evening. We invite you, should you find this content of value, please share with your friend. Definitely comment, give us your impression, good or bad. We appreciate feedback regardless of its nature, because that's going to help us grow. That's going to help us continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Until we speak again, have a good day, have a good afternoon, a good evening. Bye-bye.